And we're going to see some rain up here in North Texas, but some areas will get that. Which ones are we talking about?
Well, we are looking at rain really hit and miss across all of North Texas, but the best chance to see it is south of Interstate 20. So if you're south of Interstate 20, you have the highest potential to see that rain. We're looking at Fort Worth right now, temperature of 82 degrees. We're looking at some cloud cover and a little bit of drizzle in Tarrant County. It's really difficult to pick this up on radar. The rain droplets are so tiny, but I have seen reports out there of that rain. And what we're looking at now over the past 6 hours, we've seen these showers, these thunderstorms pop up and very quickly come back down or really dissipate. We're seeing the heaviest activity south of Interstate 20, Corsicana, Navarro County, south and east towards Jacksonville is where we see some of the heavier rain as we approach midday. And we'll notice that that's where we see the heaviest rain. Now look at this. You see those really, really light, what we call returns? That's where we see a bit of that drizzle, a few more showers popping up there near Terrell and now near Palmer. We're seeing some of the heavier rain south of Canton in Athens, otherwise just some hit and miss showers. We could see an isolated thunderstorm here middle of the afternoon when we see a little bit more energy in our atmosphere due to the heat. Here's a closer look at the Metroplex. A little difficult to see there, but not seeing all that much rain. We could just be seeing some pockets of drizzle here and there. So here's why it looks so, I guess a good word for it would be messy across the state. We have a couple of areas of what we call outflows. So these thunderstorms that really a cluster of thunderstorms, we see them taking shape. And then on the outskirts of that, we see some of what we call outflows or wind that comes out of these thunderstorms. It's interacting with all of this moisture that's in place because of, well, the Gulf. And we'll continue to see this shower activity throughout the remainder of the day. Today, by the way, the best chance to see the rain in the course of the next 7 days. We do have about 60% coverage in our forecast for the Metroplex south and south of Interstate 20. The closer you are to the Red River, the lower the coverage will be. We're looking at here once it warms up a bit more. This is Tuesday around 2 in the afternoon. We see better coverage south of Interstate 20 and a few pockets of the heavier rain. We could very quickly pick up a quarter to half an inch of rain if you just happen to be under one of these thunderstorms that has a lot of heavy rainfall along with it. Otherwise, you could just pick up less than 1/10 of an inch of rain. Here's Tuesday around 5. We see higher activity to the west and southwest of Granbury. Otherwise, once the sun sets, we see a lot of this energy go down and then a lot of this activity kind of wind down, and we see the cloud cover remain throughout the remainder of the night. Because we do have a lot of moisture, we could very well see fog to kick off the day on Wednesday, so I'll be watching that. Tomorrow, we then see about 40% coverage for the Metroplex, the higher amounts again towards the south where we see some of those better outflows and higher available moisture. The closer you are to the Red River, the less amount of rain you'll see. And this is about what it'll look like on Wednesday. Again, hottest part of the day, 3, 4 in the afternoon. That's when we see the most activity. This time, mostly west of Interstate 35 and south of Interstate 20. We'll continue to see this throughout the afternoon hours. And I do want to mention that the severe weather threat is very low. The flood threat is low, but it's not zero. So some of the poor drainage areas, some of the low-lying areas could very well see some minor flooding. Nothing like last week, but just something to be on the lookout for. Rain coverage goes down this week, but does never completely go away. About 10% coverage Friday, Saturday, 20% coverage on Sunday. We could pick up close to about 1 inch of rain in the Metroplex, higher if you are south of the Metroplex, closer to that 2-inch mark. Again, we're looking at the tropics, keeping an eye on 2 areas of interest. The highest one has about an 80% chance of development in the next 2 to 3 days. We're looking at highs in the upper 80s today, low 90s for Wednesday, 80s Thursday, Friday, 90s over the weekend. We'll be back.